Ladies and gentlemen, let me begin with a truth that science and life both agree on. Age is just a number, but the quality of that age is in your hands. If you're over 70 or you care for someone who is, I want to tell you something powerful today. Your body and brain are still writing your future. And today, I want to share with you 7 scientifically proven signs that predict how long you'll live after 70. But not just how long, also how well. Walking speed is one of the most underestimated signs of health in old age. But scientists consider it a vital sign, just like heart rate or blood pressure. In fact, studies published in journals like JAMA and the British Medical Journal have confirmed that your walking pace is strongly connected to your overall health and longevity. Why does walking speed matter so much? Because it reflects multiple systems in your body working together. When you walk, your brain controls balance and coordination, your heart pumps blood efficiently, your lungs supply oxygen, and your muscles generate movement. If one of these systems is weak, it shows up in your walking speed. After 70, the natural aging process can reduce muscle mass, slow down reflexes, and lower energy levels. However, when older adults walk at a brisk pace, even just 0.8 meters per second, they're less likely to experience early mortality. Researchers call this the gait speed survival threshold. The good news: you can train your walking speed. Start by walking a little more each day. Just 20 to 30 minutes of brisk walking daily improves cardiovascular function, strengthens your legs, enhances balance, and even boosts memory. It also lowers the risk of chronic diseases like type 2 diabetes, hypertension, and osteoporosis. There's also a mental benefit. People who walk with energy and confidence often feel younger and more independent. Walking becomes a statement of freedom. It says, "I am still in control." One of the most powerful examples of this is found in the blue zones at areas of the world where people regularly live past 90 and even 100. In all these regions, walking is a central part of daily life. There are no treadmills, no gyms, just natural, intentional movement and consistent daily activity. You don't need fancy equipment or expensive fitness programs. You just need a pair of good shoes and the courage to get moving. Walk with a friend, walk with your pet, walk to the park, walk around your home, but walk. In conclusion, walking speed is not just a number, it's a mirror reflecting the strength of your heart, brain, and body. If you want to predict how long you'll live after 70, check how fast you walk, and if it's slower than you'd like, take that first small step today. Because in every step, you're not just adding minutes to your life, you're adding life to your years. Grip strength may seem like a small, even insignificant detail in the grand picture of health after 70, but modern science tells a different story. Your grip strength is a powerful predictor of how long and how well you'll live. Surprising, absolutely, but deeply backed by science. Studies from respected institutions like the University of Michigan and published in medical journals such as The Lancet and BMJ have shown a clear connection between weak grip strength and increased risk of death from all causes, including cardiovascular disease, respiratory issues, and even cancer. One major study observed over 140,000 people across 17 countries and found that lower grip strength was more predictive of mortality than even high blood pressure. But why is grip strength so important? Because it is more than just about your hands. Your grip is a proxy for overall muscular health. As you age, your muscle mass naturally declines, a condition known as sarcopenia. And this decline doesn't just make you weaker, it slows your metabolism, weakens your immune system, and reduces mobility. When you lose strength in your hands and forearms, it's often a reflection of what's happening throughout your entire body. Also, grip strength is closely related to nervous system health. Strong grip function requires good coordination between your brain and your muscles. So a weakening grip can signal cognitive decline, increased frailty, or the early stages of neurological problems. But here's the empowering part. You can improve your grip strength at any age. It starts with small, regular actions. Use a soft stress ball and squeeze it a few times a day. Pick up light dumbbells or water bottles and perform wrist curls or forearm exercises. Use resistance bands, even gardening, opening jars, or hanging from a pull-up bar with assistance, if needed, can stimulate grip strength. Consistency is key. Just a few minutes a day can slow down muscle loss, improve coordination, and strengthen your nervous system. It's not just about adding years to your life, it's about adding functionality to those years. Another powerful reason to focus on grip strength is independence. Think about it: tying your shoes, buttoning a shirt, carrying groceries, using keys. These are all grip-based tasks. When your grip stays strong, your life stays independent, and independence is deeply linked to emotional well-being in older adults. In the end, grip strength is a quiet hero. It doesn't get the spotlight like diet or exercise routines, but it's a hidden cornerstone of lasting health. If you want to know how much life you have left, take a look at your hands. Are they strong? Are they active? Are they capable? Because those hands still have so much to hold onto: dreams, loved ones, moments, and memories. And science says if you train them, they'll carry you further than you ever thought possible. Sleep is not just rest, it is repair, regeneration, and protection. After the age of 70, sleep becomes one of the most critical factors that determine how well and how long you live. Yet, it's also one of the most commonly overlooked and misunderstood aspects of aging. Science now confirms that sleep quality, not just quantity, is directly linked to longevity. In fact, a study from the University of California, Berkeley, found that disrupted sleep in older adults leads to faster biological aging, higher inflammation, and increased risk of heart disease, Alzheimer's, and even premature death. So why is sleep so powerful? Because during sleep, your body performs essential tasks it cannot do while awake. It clears out toxins from the brain, repairs tissues, regulates hormones, boosts immune function, and consolidates memory. Without deep, uninterrupted sleep, these systems begin to weaken, making you more vulnerable to disease and decline. Unfortunately, sleep patterns naturally change with age. Many people over 70 struggle with falling asleep, staying asleep, or waking too early. But the good news is this: sleep quality can be improved at any age with a few key strategies. The first step is to respect your circadian rhythm, your body's internal clock. This rhythm is regulated by light. Try to get at least 30 minutes of morning sunlight each day. This simple act tells your brain it's daytime, which strengthens the signal for sleep at night. As sleep expert Dr. Matthew Walker explains, light is the most powerful regulator of your sleep-wake cycle. Secondly, establish a consistent sleep schedule. Go to bed and wake up at the same time every day, even on weekends. This trains your brain to expect sleep and strengthens your circadian rhythm. Avoid stimulants like caffeine or alcohol in the evening. While alcohol may make you feel drowsy, it actually disrupts your REM sleep, the phase responsible for emotional processing and memory consolidation. Also, reduce screen exposure at night. The blue light from phones and TV suppresses melatonin, the hormone that helps you fall asleep. Create a relaxing bedtime routine, read a calming book, take a warm bath, or practice deep breathing or prayer. This signals your brain to shift from alertness to rest and make your sleep environment ideal: cool, dark, quiet, and comfortable. Even small changes, like adjusting the room temperature or reducing night fluid intake, can have big effects on the quality of your sleep. Remember, sleep is not a luxury, it's a necessity. Especially after 70, when your body needs extra recovery to maintain energy, cognition, and immune strength. People who sleep well age slower, think clearer, and live longer. It's not magic, it's biology. So tonight, don't just go to bed. Go to restore, go to heal, go to live longer, because every good night of sleep adds power to your day and years to your life. When it comes to living a longer, healthier life after 70, most people think of medicine, exercise, or diet. But one of the most powerful and scientifically proven predictors of longevity is something far simpler: your attitude toward life. Yes, your mindset matters. Research from Harvard University, the Mayo Clinic, and even the National Institute on Aging has found that older adults who maintain a positive outlook on life live up to 15% longer than those who are pessimistic. That's not wishful thinking, it's hard data. Optimism doesn't mean ignoring the difficulties of aging. It means choosing to focus on possibility instead of limitation, to look forward to tomorrow with curiosity, and to believe that your life still holds value and meaning, regardless of age. One of the key mechanisms behind this connection is stress response. Pessimists tend to produce higher levels of cortisol, the body's stress hormone. Chronic cortisol elevation weakens the immune system, promotes inflammation, and accelerates aging. In contrast, optimists manage stress better, experience less anxiety, and bounce back faster from setbacks, all of which contribute to longer life, but it goes deeper. Optimism affects how you move, how you interact, and even how your body heals. In fact, studies have shown that optimists recover faster from surgery, respond better to treatments, and are less likely to develop chronic diseases like heart failure, stroke, and depression. The way you think literally shapes your biology. So, how can you cultivate optimism after 70? Here are some practical strategies rooted in neuroscience and psychology. Practice gratitude daily. Write down 3 things you're thankful for every day. This rewires your brain to notice the positive instead of dwelling on fear or regret. Reframe challenges. Instead of saying, "I can't do that anymore," try, "What can I do today that brings me joy or growth?" Shift from limitation to possibility. Surround yourself with positivity. Spend time with people who uplift you, not drain you. Watch content that inspires hope, not fear. Your environment feeds your mindset. Speak life over yourself. Your words shape your beliefs. Say out loud, "I am still growing. I still have purpose. I can still change." Keep a vision for the future. It might be as small as tending your garden, mentoring someone younger, or planning a trip. Having something to look forward to gives your brain energy. People often think that optimism is something you're born with, but that's not true. Optimism is a skill, one that can be learned, trained, and strengthened with practice. And once it becomes part of your identity, it becomes a force of health in your life. As the Bible says, "As a man thinks in his heart, so is he." And science agrees, so never underestimate the power of hope. Because if you want to live longer, feel stronger, and age with dignity, the most important thing you can do is believe you still can. In the quest for a longer life after 70, people often look to medications, diets, or fitness routines. But science reveals a stunning truth. Your relationships may matter more than your cholesterol levels. In fact, maintaining strong social connections is one of the most reliable predictors of longevity after the age of 70. The Harvard Study of Adult Development, the longest-running study on human happiness and health, followed participants for over 80 years. The conclusion: it wasn't wealth, fame, or even IQ that predicted longer life. It was close, meaningful relationships. People with strong social ties lived longer, got sick less often, and reported greater happiness, even into their 90s. Other research from Brigham Young University found that loneliness is as deadly as smoking 15 cigarettes a day. Isolation leads to a 29% increase in risk of early death. Why? Because chronic loneliness raises stress hormones like cortisol, increases inflammation, weakens the immune system, and even shrinks brain regions related to memory and emotional regulation. Social connection, on the other hand, has the opposite effect. It boosts mood, lowers blood pressure, strengthens immunity, and even helps protect against dementia and depression. In older adults, emotional support often leads to improved recovery from illness and fewer hospitalizations. But here's the key point. Connection doesn't have to mean a crowd. It's about quality, not quantity. Even having just one or two people you trust, talk to regularly, and share your heart with can provide powerful protective effects. If you're over 70 and your social circle has shrunk due to retirement, loss, or distance, don't give up. You still have many ways to build connection. Reach out, call, or visit friends or family, even if you haven't spoken in a while. A simple "I was thinking about you" can rebuild bridges. Join a group, whether it's a book club, prayer group, walking circle, or senior community center. Joining something gives you routine and shared purpose. Volunteer helping others is a fast track to emotional connection and purpose. You'll meet people while making a difference. Talk to neighbors. Community starts with a simple hello. Regular chats with those nearby can lead to meaningful friendships. Use technology wisely. Video calls, social media, or messaging apps like WhatsApp can keep you connected even from far away. Social connection is not just emotional, it's biological. When you're with people who care about you, your body releases oxytocin, the bonding hormone that lowers stress, reduces pain, and promotes healing. Your heart beats stronger. Your brain feels sharper. Your life feels richer. So don't underestimate the power of a phone call, a shared laugh, a heartfelt conversation. These small interactions are life-extending medicine. No prescription needed. As you age, your relationships become your most valuable asset. More than money, more than medicine, they are the real fountain of youth. Because life doesn't get shorter with age. It gets deeper, with love, with connection, with meaning.